Hello everyone and welcome back to On the Beat. I'm Stephen Bailey, as always joined by David Wilson. We're in the Peterson Event Center a few minutes after Tyler Ennis shocked everyone here with a three-pointer from 35 feet. They're marking it as to beat Pittsburgh 58-56. Syracuse improves to 24-0, remains undefeated. It's the longest winning streak in program history and one of the craziest games in probably college basketball history. What can we take away from this game? How incredible was that?
I think the biggest takeaway is this team can win no matter what. They had no business winning this game. They got out-rebounded by double digits. They were trailing pretty much the entire way. But for some reason, they can make the plays when it matters, and Tyler Ennis made the toughest play we've seen that matters all season.
In a season filled with, not games like this, there's only one other game that was kind of like this, the Duke game. Rashid Suleiman sends it into overtime with a three-pointer at the buzzer, and then Syracuse is able to pull it out late. But I think 7 or 8 games they've won this close. You know, how does the nation stack up to a team that legitimately has, you know, C.J. Fair and Tyler Ennis, who consistently make gutsy plays at the end of games, Jeremy Grant, who's getting better in that regard and is also one of the most athletic players in the country, and now Rakeem Christmas, who's a legitimate center and a huge block down the stretch to even give those guys a chance to, even give Ennis a chance to make that shot.
Yeah, Rakeem Christmas played 35 minutes tonight. I mean,
it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think that he could be able to do that even a couple of weeks ago. The answer is you can't really do anything about it. You have to be in the lead for most of the game, I think, against this team, because you saw C.J. Fair was miserable for the entire first half.
Oh my gosh.
Bad for most of the second half, and still hits a big three and a nice step-back jumper right there to make it a game in the end.
So now Syracuse is 24-0, moving on to play North Carolina State and then Boston College. How long does this go? How long can they stay undefeated?
I mean, in theory, they should be able to win these next 2 games. They're both inferior teams. Boston College is having a terrible season. North Carolina
State,
Syracuse
a good game.
They gave Syracuse a good game. NC State has some good players. T.J. Warren, in particular, a potential first-round pick. You look at those 2 teams, they should probably win. Then they go down to Duke, which will be tough. That's where I have them losing their first game. Even though Duke will be coming off short rest against North Carolina, after Duke, it would be at Maryland 2 days later. Tough environment to play in the Comcast Center. Obviously not as good a team as Duke. I have Duke as the first loss, but that weekend's the one to look for me.
All right, that's going to be a great weekend because Duke, North Carolina was scheduled for today, but too much snow down there. They canceled the game. And why not put it 2 days before Syracuse Duke? That'll be a fun weekend.
Yeah.
So, you know, for David Wilson, Stephen Bailey, great game at the Peterson Event Center. 58-56 Syracuse. Tyler Ennis somehow manages to throw in a 35-foot runner at the buzzer. Be sure to check dailyorange.com tonight for all of our coverage, and as always, follow us on Twitter at DO Sports. Thanks for watching.